Hey son, you know what? You can't make your kids consistent if you don't schedule their 24 hours. Exactly. And of course, the problem here is not you. The real problem here is not scheduling their 24 hours. Maybe because you were not exposed to this kind of idea, because nobody taught you how to be a good parent, to be a good dad, right? And that's okay. I'm here to guide you, to help you, to educate you. You know what, son? What happens when you don't schedule the 24 hours of your kids? Obviously, they couldn't be consistent with any habits. You know what? Why? Imagine if they don't have scheduled routines. They can do whatever they want at whatever time it is. That's the sad reality of not scheduling the day. They grow up bored, inconsistent, and happy go lucky. Just go with the flow, kid, per se. First of all, first question. If, of course, everything starts with you, son, right? If your days are not scheduled, now what are your kids seeing from you itself? They will see you doing random things at the random hours. For example, what time do you eat your breakfast, your first meal? Okay, sometimes your kids see you eating at 7 a.m., sometimes at 9 a.m., sometimes at 10 a.m. Like, seriously, son, what time do you eat your breakfast, the first meal? And that's what happens when you eat at random hours. Your kids watches you, seeing you eating breakfast at random hours. Is it a bad thing? Of course not. But there's a disadvantage of it. When you eat at random hours, your kids see that. They will eat at random hours too. That's just a basic example. Now let's go back. Second question. What are you teaching your kids here? You're teaching them that not scheduling their 24 hours, your 24 hours, is acceptable. It's okay. We just go with the flow here. It doesn't matter. Do you want to teach that to your kids? Because they will grow up learning this kind of mindset. They will grow up learning that, ah, our days is not structured, and that's okay. That's acceptable. It doesn't matter. We don't care about that. Third question. What chances are you not giving to your kids here? First of all, you are not giving your kids the chance to give them challenges, to build consistency. You don't give them opportunity to expose with different non-negotiable healthy habits. And you are raising immature kids, insensitive kids, bored kids, inconsistent kids. Come on, son. Do you want to raise your children inconsistent? Go with the flow. They do what they want at random hours. Like, do you want your son to scroll on their phone, scroll on social media, play video games because A, they don't have structured routines. B, you don't expose them to whatever healthy habits they deserve, right? Do you want them to grow up inconsistent? Of course, I do believe you don't want that, right? Now, here's what you need to do here. As a dad, you need to schedule their 24 hours. For example, 7 a.m., they exercise. Either they play football, basketball, baseball, martial arts, swimming, any sports, exercise, or even gardening. They should move in the morning. Okay, 9 a.m., they write an article, a newsletter on Substack. 12 noon, they eat their first meal. They reply to their coaches, mentors, friends, and parents. Okay, 1 p.m., they read newsletter. They respond to other writers on Substack. 12, 12, no, 2 p.m., they learn ghostwriting, copywriting, persuasion with Nicholas Cole. Hey, bro, your 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 videos, your YouTube podcasts are really helpful. What else? 3 p.m. They study copyright. No, they study parenting at 3 p.m. 4 p.m. They film YouTube podcast like right now. It's 4 p.m. right now, and I film podcast to educate you, to educate myself. 5 p.m. Okay, they practice musical instrument, guitar, piano, drums. I would love to play drums because I'm a good singer. Just kidding, you know. And 7 p.m. They eat their second meal. 9 p.m. they sleep. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Scheduling their 24 hours a day. So, first question, what are your kids seeing from you? Again, everything starts with you, son. If your days are scheduled, obviously the schedule of your days, the schedule routine of your kids are the same. They will copy what you do because they watch what you do, your habits. Like, isn't it good? Your days are structured. Your days kids are structured too. So it's a win-win situation, right? Like, come on, son. Isn't it a good idea? Now, what are you teaching your kids here? First of all, you are teaching your kids here that scheduling your 24 hours a day is how you build consistency, right? It's non-negotiable. Because you have structure, you will follow it, whether you don't like it, whether you don't feel like it, whether you're not ready, whether you're not motivated, uninspired. You will follow it because you have structure, blueprint, right? So your kids will grow up what? Your kids will grow up consistent, persistent, doing the hard things, taking actions, well informed, well educated. They know what to do at a specific hour. Like, do you want that for your kids? Like, isn't it a great idea? Now, what chances are you giving to your kids here? First of all, when the days of your kid is scheduled, you are giving them a chance to build consistency. Why? For example, 7 a.m., you send them to the football field playing sport to exercise, to make sweat, to burn fat, to build muscle. Right? You're giving them chance to build consistent, and imagine they will do it each day at 7 a.m. They play football at 7 a.m. Like you're giving them opportunity to build consistency, to do hard things, to take action. Like, don't you want that? Don't you want consistent kids, persistent kids, kids that do the hard things every day? You know what? Most of the writers, most of the writers on Substack, they always say the same thing: do the hard work every day, take action every day. So, how can you do hard things if you don't schedule it? Like an appointment. Like right now, I'm thinking, if you go to school, you have schedule. Math is 8 a.m. English is 9 a.m. Science is 10 p.m. Filipino is 11 p.m. So everything's scheduled. So treat your time like how your school structures your curriculum, your day, like what subjects will you study per day. Like, do you want to raise consistent kids here, son? Right? The only question here is how can you be consistent if you don't schedule your day? Like, come on. Like, how like because if you just rely on motivation, if you will rely, oh, I feel like I want to write, you will write. What if you don't feel like it? You will not write because you don't have structure, right? Now, here's how you know you are consistent. If you follow these schedule routines, appointments each day without thinking about it, I think you're on the right track. You are consistent. You are being consistent here. That's how you know it. And second, how do you know your kids are consistent? So if your kids play football at 7 without you telling them, without you reminding them, that's how they become consistent. It's like your kids doesn't need your reminder each day. Like, son, 7 a.m., play football, 1 p.m., read, right? If you don't need to remind themselves, if you don't need to remind your kids again, 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 that's how you know your kids improve. That's how you know your kids are consistent because they know what to do. Like, don't you want that, huh? Like, isn't it great? Maybe you're thinking right now, come on, dad. Like, is it really a bad thing if I don't schedule my 24 hours, my day? Like, do you want to be a random? Do you want to be inconsistent? Do you want to do things because you're just motivated? Do you want to play football because you just like it? You just feel like doing it right now? Do you want to write because you feel like you want to write now? What if you don't feel like it like writing right now, so you won't do it? So do you want that? Do you want that kind of life? Do you want that kind of unstructured life, disorganized life, like unstructured life, unstructured day? If that's okay for you, then don't schedule your day. But if you want something blueprint to follow, yeah, schedule your day today, son. Remember, it starts with you, son. If you know the value of it, you will implement it to your kids, right? Because that's what I want to do for you, because this is what I do. Okay, enough now. Thank you for choosing the right thing, son. For choosing the right thing for yourself, and for your kids. I really appreciate that. And See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay, before we end this podcast, quick story. So Tisay, uh, the pig of mom and dad, they just sold it today earlier. I mean at 4 p.m. Like before I film, and they killed the pig. And I was thinking maybe I should stop eating pigs. It's like I was thinking it gave me opportunity to learn that, to realize that the role, the purpose of the pig is to be eaten by people. Like seriously, that's their role. Like how sad is that? It's like on my perspective, that's the pig. Uh, so the pig doesn't know what his life is. It doesn't know what his life will look like. So me, I know what his life is going to look like. He's going to be killed in 4 months from now because people need money. It's like, so here's what happened. My mom and dad, they need money, okay? So the buyer, they need the pig to be eaten for the birthday party. So that's business, that's transaction. Okay? My parents wants money, the buyer wants the pig to be eaten for the birthday party. So it's transaction. The idea of this kind of business is really, 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 I don't like it. I mean, I feel pity for the pig. That's not a good idea. Yeah, that's what happened today, and I think it's worth to share. Second story, I almost finished with collecting the. I mean, I collected coconut husk, decayed coconut husk, almost decayed for the gardening. So I collected dried leaves for the fertilizer, organic fertilizer, and after this vlog, I'm going to the mountain to collect more decayed coconut husk for the fertilizer, organic fertilizer. So it's free. I don't need to pay it. So I just go to the mountain and get it. Okay, that's how I lift weights. Oh, it's kind of big now. Okay, that's what happened today. That's my plan for today. And can you see the calendar? So it's 7 today, and whenever I write newsletter or article, I cross it. So that means today is a great day. Okay, enough. It's 18 minutes now, and see you tomorrow, son, at 3 p.m., 4 p.m.